Next up, we have Kathy Shimizu, who is friends with Kevin and Abraham, and she's going to explain a little bit more about these care packages.
So the Powell Street Festival this year, because of course we're very sad that we can't be in Oppenheimer Park and back on the streets around and doing the usual thing for the festival. Instead, we're having, of course, the online telethon, which is exciting, but the whole point of the fundraising and the making care packages is actually the festival would really like to thank the community who supports us in the downtown Eastside. We are grateful always to be able to use the park for our festival. We know it's the backyard of, and for a lot of folks it's their living room often, and this neighborhood means so much to so many, and we are grateful always to be able to have our festival here. So this year we can't, and we know that a lot of people are struggling with a lot of the challenges with COVID, and they were struggling with all sorts of challenges even before COVID. So we thought it would be a great chance to express our gratitude by making care packages from the festival and handing them out. And we're also going to be cooking the hiyashi chuku cold ramen. That's like a Japanese noodle salad. And the meals will be distributed to folks in the neighborhood with the care packages. And really, it's not actually only about having a chance to give something to people. It's also about when we create the packages and when we cook the meals together, we are hiring folks from the neighborhood to help us out. And we're trying to find ways to involve people from the neighborhood in the work that we do. And the start of this in a Powell Street Festival is trying to start a community kitchen. And so that's part of the bigger picture.
Thank you so much, Kathy Shimizu. Kokoro-sama. And now what you're seeing is a ceremony that symbolizes Powell Street Festival's commitment to a relationship of true reciprocity with the downtown Eastside community.
We have to put everything back. No water.
I got water. I got water for you. Go to the real thing here. We'll get some water out.
I guess that's what we call hot property.
Yep. I got it.
Okay. Are you ready? Follow me. Ready?
Okay, come on, Kelly.
No, maybe I wasn't supposed to get it. Maybe
Oh, well, no, you signed it.
I thought, why did
I thought I was supposed to get some work for you.
Are you
That's so nice.
So what exactly are you looking for afterwards?
So afterwards, I might need something to stand at the garage door at the language school. Thank you,
Oh,
Shauna.
sure.
And then also I'm going to...
And then Elvis. You need one here. Yes, you need that too.
You have food?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
you're
good to meet you this morning.
Yeah, me too.
See
Nice
you
to be
around?
working with you guys.
Yeah. Okay, who else?
Brody goes this way.
Yep, Elvis.
Yeah.
My name is Sammy Pranto. I'm part of the Swampy Cree Mississippiwistic First Nations. I identify with pronouns them and they. I'm part of the downtown Eastside SRO collaborative that has a research arm called the Right to Remain Project that works in partnership with many organizations, grassroots organizations, universities, academics, peers, and alumni, where we do research in the downtown Eastside that shows the history of the downtown Eastside through the lens of the SRO, which is a single room occupancy building in the downtown Eastside. And because there has been so much displacement within our community over the generations, not only with the Indigenous community, but also with the Chinese community and the Japanese community, we found it really important to show the history and how we're all woven together and our stories come together within our community and really share that history and the stories of resilience that happen today. So we really wanted to use haiku poetry as a way to share stories of SRO tenants and downtown Eastside SRO residents in the community to share their stories through poetry and just to share stories of resilience that exist within our community. So the haiku contest was a way to engage with our community, especially through the COVID crisis, where a lot of us need to self-distance, self-isolate, but we really wanted to still include people through the process of the Powell Street Festival. And Powell Street Festival is a partner through the Right to Remain, the downtown Eastside, as long as many other organizations that work together to empower tenants, empower community members. So we really wanted to have this contest to make sure that we're reaching out to folks who may or may not have access to phone or internet, but we're still able to give them access to the contest within their private residence, whether or not they have access to other means of communication. So we're all here today, at the Powell Street Festival. We have tons of entries that have come in on the haiku contest, people showing stories of resilience and poetry and just sharing words that express their everyday life within their community. So now we're about to draw the names of the folks who are randomly selected out of all the participants who have participated in this wonderful way of us coming together as a community. So good luck, everybody, and we're so proud and so happy of everyone who's been involved in this process, and we're really looking forward to this event continuing for many, many years to come.
All right, thanks so much to Sammy Pronto.
Yes, サミさんありがとうございました。
Now, Sammy just mentioned this is the culmination of the haiku poetry contest. As we said before, 1,500 of these beautiful packages were distributed, and
こちらの
included in each one was?
俳句リフレット
That's right, a haiku
Written
notebook.
notebook.
And lots of haikus have come in, and now we're about to draw the winner. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'll hold on to the box, and you can pull it out.
Oh, thank you. じゃあ私が一人のウィナーを決めてしまいますね。
はい、どうぞ。
ダダダダダダダダダダダダダダダミックスミックス。
Mix, mix, mix. All right, now what is the name there?
ね、俳句ドローウィナー is
James Sachs. James Sachs.
James Sachs.
James, please get in touch with Sammy Pronto, and she'll be the one to give you your prize.
Yes, サミさんおめでとうございます。
And speaking of prizes, I feel like we might have another winning situation on our hands.
Oh, you sense it?
I sense it. My telethon senses are tingling. Where in the world is Jun Fukumura?
I'm here.
What's the latest, June?
Oh my god.
Fantastic, you guys. I have another quiz for Tetsuro. Da-da-da. Okay, Tetsuro, here's your question.
Okay.
How much do you think we have raised today?
Well, before I overshot, so I'm smart, I'm going to go a little bit under. I'm thinking we are at the cusp. We're at $49,000 and 999 cents. That makes sense? Am I right? Am I right?
Boo boo!
どうして? Hey!
Yay! That's right.
If we're higher
Good
than
job,
that,
Yurie.
I don't
That's
mind. You can hit me
right.
again. What's the amount? What's the amount?
We have raised $51,000.
Oh, 51,000!
That's right. It's incredible, you guys. We have raised
Incredible! すごいね!
we have raised over $1,100, excuse me, in the last hour, and we are gunning for, guess what? 60K.
60K! 信じられない!
That's
Are
right.
you crazy? $60,000! I think we can
That's
do
right.
it. Tabun.
I think we can do it too. So, folks, we have 1 hour left. Can we make 60K? It's all up to us.
Yes.
Every single one of us can contribute in one way or another by either donating on our website or calling our number, or you can share this information with your friends and family over Facebook and Instagram. So please, everyone, we have 1 hour left. Let's shoot for 60K.
60K 頑張ります!
頑張ろう!
すごいね。1時間で1万ドルも集まっちゃったのね。
That's right. That's right. We had so many donors. 皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。感謝してます。
本当にじゃあもうあと1時間ね、ダブルポイントになりますのでね、みんなで頑張ってネクスト
ステージへ。はい。
Next stage. Let's take it to the next level. Well, thank you
はい
so
盛り上げ
much,
ていきましょう。
Jun
ジュン
sama.
ありがとう。
I'm so amazed. That's incredible.
イエーイ And 哲郎ありがとう。皆さんありがとうございます。本当に感謝してます。これから1時間皆さんで、一緒に頑張っていきましょう。
はい。頑張ろう。ありがとう。
Okay, thank you again, everyone, and I'll see you back here.
All right.
Ciao.
We'll see you later. またね。じゃあね。Bye bye.
Wow, Tetsuro, your shiver was real. Oh my God.
Yes, partly
You
because I
sensed
knew
it.
you were going to hit me again and again.
That's
What's
why
next?
you shivered. Next is we're gonna introduce "Wind in the Pines." It's by Aritha Aoki.
Ah, yes, her grandfather lived to the ripe old age of 100. And next, this video dance piece is a way to commemorate not only his wisdom, but also his connections to his friends who are also deeply connected with the Powell Street Festival.
その通りです。次のピースはですね、アリサ・アオキさんの「Wind in the Pines」という作品なんですけども、こちらはアリサさんのグランドファーザー、祖父ですね、おじい様が100歳まで生きられたんですけども、そちらのコメモレートですね、おじい様の記憶をたどる旅というか、そういったものを題材にしております。
はい、
では
どうぞ。Please
お楽し
enjoy.
みください。 アバンギャルドだね。
You said it. Avant-garde. What's next?
Okay, next we're gonna introduce the craft booth vendors and artists, and they're gonna be Astrolabe and Kiku Wellness, Capture Plus,
And Ichio's matcha bar. Oh, you saved one for me. Thanks. This is a
Yeah,
first.
see?
She's being nice on the home stretch.
I've been learning.
Please enjoy.
Please enjoy.
Hello, konnichiwa. My name is Heather Pawsey. I'm the artistic director of Astrolabe Music Theatre, and we are very proud to be part of this year's Powell Street Festival Telethon. You know, one of the things that we love the most about the Powell Street Festival is simply the incredible beauty and richness of Japanese Canadian culture. And we're really sorry that we aren't able to gather together in person this year to celebrate that. But we are also quite excited about the possibilities of coming together online. And in that light, Astrolabe Music Theatre is very much looking forward to bringing you a concert of the extraordinary vocal music of Japanese-Canadian composer Leslie Ueda sometime this fall. So, in the meantime, thank you so much for being part of this year's Powell Street Festival Telethon, and very good health to you.
こんにちは。I am co-founder of Kiku Wellness, Japanese massage and facial. My name is Tomoko. As co-founder, I have participated in Japanese culture and Canadian culture. We provide Japanese Zen massage and facial treatment, which is combination ancient Japanese wisdom and Western technique. We at Kiku Wellness are honored to participate in Powell Street Festival 2020 as sharing Japanese wellness via telethon, and we so appreciated in the activity the Powell Street Festival has continued since 1977, sharing Japanese culture to Vancouver. ありがとう。
Hi, we are Capture Plus. We are from Japan. We make jewelry made out of wire. All of our jewelry is artisan made and carefully handcrafted at home using wire, meaning each and every accessory is slightly different and one of a kind. We make necklaces, earrings, bracelets, keychains, and even hair ornaments. We design and craft all sorts of trinkets to accessorize your favorite outfit. Powell Street Festival is very important to us as a vendor and as Japanese. This is where we started to sell our products first in Canada. They accepted us even who are very new to Canada at the moment. They keep introducing Japanese culture and keep entertaining the community every year.
My name is Lawrence, and I am the founder of Ichio's Matcha Bar. We are a pop-up matcha bar and specialize in high-quality matcha beverages and other items. Powell Street Festival holds a very special place in our hearts, as it was one of the first events we ever attended. And aside from being very well received, we also felt that we were being adopted into a very rich cultural family, which gave us a great sense of belonging. To me, matcha is not a business. It's a passion, a discipline, a way of life, and ultimately a means of self-expression. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.
Oisone.
It's really, really good matcha.
You know what? I would love nothing more than a bowl of that matcha to watch our penultimate installment of Spirit of Nihon Machi.
はい、次はですね、あと2回で終わりになってしまうんですけども、スピリット・オブ・日本町の、第6回目お送りいたします。
And I think you're going to need some green tea to calm down your nerves, because next up, we're going to see Abraham get up his courage to compete in the sumo wrestling match. And not only that,
なのにだそうアブラハムはなんと相撲レスリングチャレンジするんですけども、
we also have the nascent women's competition happening spontaneously. So let's enjoy.
はい、それになんとですね、女性の相撲レスリングも見れちゃうということなので、ぜひぜひお楽しみください。どうぞ。
Now the moment you've all been waiting for. These guys are wearing them ganchpo looking things for one reason. It's time for the annual sumo tournament. All right, and before we get started, apparently this year we have a single female participant. So I've been asked to see if there's any festival goers here to see if we can find another female contestant to go with our single female contestant. She's calling you out now, calling you out now. Did we manage to get somebody out there? All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, shall we start? Let's go. Next is number 10.
Abraham both eliminated.
But they were sugoi.
Yeah, they were so sugoi. You know what? Even though they lost, I'm still so inspired by their example. Yeah, I think next year, I'm going to compete for the first time in the sumo tournament.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wow, the show. And you know what? I'm so inspired. I even have my outfit ready.
What are you going to do? No.
I want to show how ready I am and my commitment. I'm going to show off my fundoshi right now as a way of my showing my commitment to sumo next year. Here, check it out.
ちょっと待って。
はいどうぞ。皆様。Not just a pretty face, right? Also this rockin' body. Now, time for me to do a little bit of warm-ups for next year's sumo wrestling. Ah! はい、そうですね。Oh, my hamstrings are a little tight. ちょっと待ってください。1、2、3。はいどうぞ。
Okay, I need to know what's next.
What's next?
What's next?
Well, we have an emergency, not of just the fashion kind.
Emergency is you are in an emergency.
Klalala Dance Project has an emergency of a different kind. Do you know what kind?
It's about the washroom kind, right?
That's right. When you drink it too much Asahi Biru at home, you're going to have this kind of emergency. See if you can guess what it is. Hi, dozo.
Dozo. Ah, you're good. What?
Okay, number 1 and 2, source 3350, control skill 570, box 3350, cabin 34. Number 1 APUs 3850, number 2 source 3900, mixing chamber both about -43. Let the dancing begin.
Oh my god.
素晴らしい、素晴らしい。
Thank you so much. Please, please.
Yes. So, and could we get your names, please?
Jennifer Aoki. Charlotte Telfer-One. Tomoyo Yamada. Kestrel Patton.
No, we just absolutely, and they of course are Klala Dance Project with their piece Emergency. Now, Tomoyo, I'm so curious, so often, dance for the uninitiated is kind of intimidating, but this piece is so funny, we can all relate to it. What was the inspiration for Emergency?
Yeah, it was all back in 2012 when I was helping out a audition back in Japan, and I really needed to go to the bathroom, but I wasn't allowed, so this is where this piece came from.
Oh my goodness. Yurie, were you the one holding this audition?
I may be. ごめん.
Sometimes Nihonjin can be so mean.
Very much. Because everything has to be square. ちゃんとしてないといけない.
Yes, everything has to be square. And coming up, something that is also square from the Nikkei National Museum, we have Nikkei Movie. Now, what Werner Herzog is to Vancouverites, Nikkei Movie is to Japanese Canadians. Miraculous Super 8 footage recaptured, restored to its full glory. Please enjoy.
1920年代から1970年代の日系カナダ人の生活が忍ばれるムービー MUBY ムービーぜひお楽しみください。
Yeah, ぜひ。
ぜひぜひ。
Welcome to the Nikkei National Museum and Cultural Center's Nikkei Movie, a curated selection of films preserved within the museum's archives. This film is from the Steve Sasaki Family Fonts and was professionally produced by the Canadian-Japanese Welcoming Association. Vancouver, 1937. Imperial representatives Chichibu no Miya and Princess Chichibu are visiting Canada to attend King George VI's coronation. Vancouver's Nihonmachi, translated as Japantown, beams with honor. This is Main Street and East Cordova, looking north towards the Canadian National Steamships Pier. Nihonmachi was also referred to as Pauru-gai, Pauru for Powell, and gai meaning street. Today, we refer to the area as the historic Powell Street neighborhood. Written on temporary structures on the sidewalks are the Japanese characters, "Welcome." This is most likely Powell Street, along the 300 block between Dunlevy and Gore. This is the Vancouver Japanese Language School and Japanese Hall at 487 Alexander Street, built in 1928 by Sharp and Thompson architects. Welcoming King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, 2 blocks filled with crowds dressed in beautiful furisode, in front of the CN station, May 29, 1937, filmed by Shinkosha. Behind the waiting crowd is the Pacific Central Station on Main Street. Behind the men in suits is a sign reading, "Welcome to our sovereigns, Japanese Canadians." Standing in the front with the light blue tie is Itsuji Mori. Panning to the right, also in a light blue tie and a bit taller, is Steve Sasaki, who safeguarded these films before they were donated to the museum. Standing next to Mr. Sasaki in the top hat is Eikichi Kagetsu.
Wow, I love Nikkei movie. Like, if anybody has an old family history movie, you should definitely contact Nikkei Center, I think.
Yes, please share your Super 8 memories with the rest of the community.
Exactly. And now, I sense something.
Telethon senses tingling. Where in the world is Jun Fukamura?
Hello!
Hello!
Zooming in! Hi!
You're moving from them.
Hello! We're so happy to see you.
Yeah.
So happy to see you too.
We become like Pavlovian dogs. Every time we see your beautiful face, we get this sensation of reward and pleasure. So I know this is the last time we're having an update from you. So what do you have to tell us?
All right, Tetsuro, this is your last chance to get this quiz right. Are you ready?
Oh no! Okay.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, Tetsuro.
Hi.
How much have we raised today?
Our goal was 40,000. We audaciously reached and achieved 50,000. I'm gonna guess we are now at 55.
So close. Very, very optimistic though. I love that. I love that. That's a very good guess.
It was double.
All right, that really hurt, June. So please tell me something to make up for that pain I just experienced.
Okay, well, this is all going to be worth it, okay? So we have raised $54,470.
Which
is incredible.
54,000. Sugoi.
That's right.
皆さんすごいです。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます. That means, everyone, we have to raise $5,430 in 20 minutes to reach our 60K goal. Can we do it?
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
And it's still like a double opportunity, right?
That's right. That's right. So please, everyone, we have 20 minutes left. We're so close. This is 200% of our original goal.
Oh my goodness. And if there's anyone with hearts of ice out there, we have just the thing to melt your hearts a little bit, to get you to pull out your wallet and your credit card if you haven't given already. Thank you so much, June.
Thank you so much. And before I leave you two, I'd love to say my biggest thank yous to our supporters and partners. So these are Atira, Al Lalani, Olivia Sky Hub. Thank you so much for letting us access your space and for the amazing donations. Black Lab, thank you so much for letting us borrow your huge fans so that Tetsuro and Yurie and all the staff members don't melt from the heat. Thank you again. St. James Music Academy, thank you so much for letting us store all the hand sanitizers there. Thank you to Powell Street Getaway, who helped us with the giving ceremony. Thank you so much. To Luke Trang and Darius Mays from the Japanese Language School, thank you so much. We could not have done this without your support. And of course, thank you to the Vancouver Buddhist Temple for giving us the space and the resources to pull this crazy thing off. And thank you to Suzanne Tabata and the Clark's audiovisual team for their incredible support and their crackerjack production expertise. Thank you so much.
Yes,
and
thank
to
you.
Incredible work. And thank you to the Downtown Eastside community partners who helped with our care package delivery and distribution. And of course, thank you to the Canadian government, Canada Council for the Arts, Canadian Heritage, BC Arts Council, BC Gaming Community Grant, City of Vancouver, and Vancouver Foundation. Thank you all to our sponsors, funders, donors, and individuals, artists, everyone who has supported so far. Again, we have 20 minutes to raise $5,000. Can we do it?
Can we do it? I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
I think we can.
Yes.
All right. Yes. そう、皆さん本当に、ありがとうございます。20分間の間に$5,000。さあ、募金集まるでしょうか。皆さんお願いします。
皆さんお願いします。ラスト20分ですよ。
20分です。All right. Thank you again, you guys. It was such an honor and pleasure and so much fun to host with you, co-host with everyone here. So, Tetsuro, Yurie, have an awesome rest of the telethon. Yes. And that's it from me.
Okay, June. Thank you so much. Okay, arigatou gozaimasu.
I miss you. Amazing work.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And now for our final installment of Spirit of Nihonmachi by Greg Masuda.
次はですね、一番最後のスピリット・オブ日本町をご覧いただきます。こちらではパウエル祭の閉会の様子をお送りしております。ちょっと寂しくなって涙が出ちゃう方もいるかもしれません。
And you're about to see them putting some of the parts of the festival away. And if you get teary-eyed, as you reach for a Kleenex, also reach for your wallet, okay?
クレディット。
Yeah, $60,000. 行きましょうね。
でも行きましょう。頑張りましょう。
はい、どうぞ。
お願いします。
Everybody got it right?
I got gifts.
It was excellent. It was so much fun. Next year, I will be back again. Thanks, Craig. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do my story.
Okay. Maybe we should start with your story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. In Japanese.
But in English and Japanese.
Oh,
Because you're telling your story. Yeah, yeah. Because I can't translate. Okay. I'm gonna. And welcome back. We're back on the roof. That means we're bookending the show. You know, we began this 5-hour telethon looking out over at Oppenheimer Park. Now, Yurie, as you look out at that beautiful park where we used to hold Powell Street Festival once and hopefully again in the future, is there any particular memories that come to you?
of course. Today I'd like to share in a wrap up after doing this long 5-hour, thank you, our telethon. I realized like we're in such a great community. So I realized that today is today's keyword for me was tsunagari. It's the connection because the everything like food vendor, craft vendor, local artists, and Nihonjin, like Japanese, and Nikkei-jin, Nikkei Canadian, and Nihon no bunka, Japanese culture. Everything is connected, and I felt so much support. Like even during the time we were doing co-hosting, I get all those messages coming up on my Facebook saying, "Yuria, go for it," and I'm supporting it. Everything was so wonderful because like yesterday I was kind of half panicking, and then so I was like hitting myself here and there. But then today, like everything's so good. Like we raised almost 60. Like you wish. Like it's amazing. 今日は本当にI'm gonna say it in Japanese. つながりの大切さに気づいた一日でした。日本人のフードベンダーの方からクラフトベンダーの方から日本人から日系カナダ人から日本が大好きな日本人でない方からもう全員のサポートを受けてこんなに素敵な一日を過ごせて本当に幸せでした。それに今日はbecause this is telethon, so I got support from my friends and sister and my mom and dad from Japan. Like that's amazing. Like, because of COVID, I think it had happened. So not everything was bad, I think.
Wow, did they donate?
I think so. Maybe no, I don't. I don't think.
Well, if you're watching, please donate. Onegai shimasu. That's real support. Yes.
That's true. And then I want to hear your story.
Well, Yurie, one of my first memories of Powell Street, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I remember my father coming into the living room and he said, "Oh, by the way," he was a journalist and he covered events of a Canadian cultural nature. And he said, "Oh, I'm going to this so-and-so festival. Do any of you kids want to come?" And he just sort of half stepped out the doorway. And I said, "Oh, I'll come." And then years later, when my father was dying, he said that he was actually surprised that I said yes. I was just 6 years old. And I was surprised that he had asked us. He never invites us out to things. And we came to, of course, Oppenheimer Park. And I remember he had to go interview some people. And he peeled off a $5 bill. And I was amazed because that to me was like more money than I'd ever held in my entire life. And I remember going from booth to booth, wondering what to buy because all the food looked so delicious, looking all the games to play. But for the first time, I realized I couldn't see my dad, but I wasn't panicked because for the first time in my life, I was surrounded by other Japanese Canadians who look like me. And it was an amazing feeling of connection, as you say, and safety and community. And so each one of you has your own memories of Powell Street Festival. And I think Powell Street Festival, for so many of us, has such a special place in our hearts. And if you think about it, when is the last time Powell Street Festival ever asked anything of you? Well, today, during these last few minutes, we're asking you to please help us reach our goal of $60,000. You know, this Powell Street Festival Kitchen really symbolizes our commitment to having a relationship of reciprocity with the downtown Eastside.
Totally. もう本当にもうちょっとで6万ドルいけるかもしれませんので、最後の最後まで気を抜かずに絶対にサポートお願いいたします。
Yes. And, you know, as I look out here at Oppenheimer Park, you know, I'm thinking, Minasama, one day we're going to be together again at another Powell Street Festival, face to face. But, you know, until that day comes, let's continue to do what we do best, which is being generous, being kind to one another, because I think our community really helps take care of one another. Isn't that true?
I totally agree. That's what I felt whole day today. Thank you so much for everyone watching us and supporting us and sharing the Instagram, Facebook, like everything. Like, wow.
Yeah, so what were some of the highlights you enjoyed most today? Apart from seeing me wear my fundoshi, which for those of you at home, if you're wondering what was it you saw, well, a fundoshi is kind of like a furoshiki for your ochinchin.
No comment.
Aren't you? You're supposed to translate that for our audience.
I don't want to.
Okay, well, apart from that display of this rockin' body, what were some other favorite memories that you had today?
Oh, everything was so beautiful, but then
Like my body?
I don't know. But then I think that I love every single the performance and all those lovable messages from the vendor crafters. Like even though they cannot come to the show, like it was amazing. Like I love every single moment. And then I think that our last performance we're gonna have, I'm gonna be loving. And then would you like to introduce?
Yes, because the one thing that I think we have to do that's left on our agenda, you know, the Japanese community has always been about taking care of each other, not only of our families, our neighbors, but also with our neighbors here on the downtown east side. And now, as a way to salute those who take care of all of us, the frontline health workers of Vancouver and beyond, we have Vancouver Okinawa Taiko playing us out. So, minasama, until we meet again, until we can create face-to-face memories once again, here they are, Vancouver Okinawa Taiko, giving us our 7 o'clock salute. Hi, dozo. I'm Tetsuro Shigematsu.
私はゆりえほよんでした。本当にありがとうございました。では沖縄太鼓お見逃しなく。
Yeah, and thanks so much. It's not too late to give. Please give. Please enjoy.
Umi yo, inori no umi yo, nami no koe hibiku sona yo, daichi fumi narashi tataku, shima no heiku no hibiki. 風に吹かれて島を歩く夢に吹かれて海を渡る月に吹かれて涙を流し海に吹かれて明日を思う見果てぬ奏でてる想い問いかける未来走るあの空へ風よ光の風よめぐる定めのしるべよ大地吹き鳴らしたく島のテープの響き愛の風吹くリズムごとに無にぬくもりよ片手離さな海渡りて島に巡りて明日にせたのちむやどんどんいさじめ口歌ゆ三振Vancouver Taiko! Vancouver Okinawa Taiko! Sugoi! Please,
I don't know what kachusi is, but it sounds like a great idea. Okay, let's do it. How am I doing it? Am I doing it properly? Thank you. Vancouver, Okinawa, Taiko.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. So Katyusha is a way to finish up the event in Okinawa way. So that's why we just did. Amazing.
Yes, so could we all come together, please? Could we all come together? I have a question, Rasami. Yes, so let's all listen for the 7 o'clock salute. And when 7 o'clock strikes, let's join in and give the 7 o'clock salute to the Vancouver healthcare workers and beyond in a way that they've never heard before. Let's listen. Minasama. Is it 7 now? I don't hear anything. Well, let's start it ourselves. Ich, ni, san. Yeah. Hey. Thank you, Vancouver, Okinawa, Taiko. On behalf of the Powell Street Festival, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving. And once again, until we meet again, let's continue to take care of each other. I'm Tetsuro Shigematsu.
I'm Yuri Haeon. 本当にありがとうございました。
And this is Vancouver, Okinawa, Taiko. Until next time.
またね。
またね。じゃあね。バイバイ。